Truth is something very solid. It's not like, let's see, let's see. No, it's something solid. That is ego. That is imagination. Oh, let's see if I can stay as myself today or not. No. Try not to stay as anything and see what happens. Try not to do anything and see what happens. We will fall flat into the truth of who we are and into the truth of life this very moment. Don't try to be anything, don't try to do anything. No. Namaste, beloved. Let me say one more time that what I mean by stability and clarity. Stability in who we are and clarity towards everything that can be seen and known by us from there. No? For me, actually, that is stability and clarity. And to reach to that establishment into who we are, certain approaches, certain techniques, certain understandings are shared and understood by you, and it helped in some way. No, in a more generalized sense, we can understand that even when we go to a restaurant to eat a ice cream, no, there we need clarity towards what ice cream we want to eat, and we need stability to enjoy that ice cream. No? Like we need to be there. Stability means we need to be there to enjoy it. No? Isn't it so simple like this? Stability simply means to be here. No? Are we here? Nobody can say that I'm not here. No? But are we here and free? Because are we here and not free is as good as we are not here. No? So are we here and free? That is being stable. And naturally, we will start becoming clear. Naturally, without effort. No? If we look deeply into any sense of struggle, suffering, confusion, deeply, we'll find that we'll find out what exactly is our core problem. No? Can I invite all of you right now? Like starting from a very from a level where we may find ourselves, let's say. No? Can I invite you to to check that are you just sitting here? Are you just present here and not doing anything? Or are you here and doing something? No. Can we live right now like this? Like small steps towards our own truth and establishment into our own truth. No, small steps, but not many steps, just 2, 3, and it will cover all of it. No. So can we check right now? Am I just sitting here, or am I just sitting here and doing something? Am I just sitting here may have two branches. One is that I am just sitting here not doing anything, but also feeling sleepy or sleeping. Feeling sleepy is okay. It is just a state of affairs. Feeling sleepy is nothing but a state of energy. No? But I am sleeping is embracing or supporting that energy of sleepy energy, sleep. No? So am I sleeping or I am experiencing some sleep? So one version of it, one branch of it will be that I am here and experiencing sleepy energy in me, but I am not supporting it. I am still just here. Another version is that no, I am not experiencing any sleep. I am only here and not doing anything. Another branch of the broader branch is that I am here and I am doing something. This is what I want to focus on right now more, because we are going to go back to that initial version of I'm just here anyway in this guiding. But let us begin that I'm here and doing something. Can I invite you to check within yourself what are you doing? Not judging yourself, not condemning yourself, not trying to stop doing that what you're doing, but more bringing that doing into light of your own seeing and being simply right now. That I'm here. If you are experiencing like this, that I'm here and I'm doing something. What are you doing? Let let this what are you doing come in the light of your seeing. Let this become clear to you what I am doing right now. Whatever is present inside you, the thoughts, the feelings, the energies, are not necessarily what you are doing. They are just present. No, the body sensations are only present, not that you are doing them. No, are you doing something with them? They are doing something to you, even if it feels like this. It's okay. This is not same as I am doing something. Still you will be, I am just here, I am just present. No? If you feel I am present but also I am doing something, identify clearly what you are doing. Be simple about it. There is no need to go deep in anything that is present inside you. You just need to be very alert towards your own self, not towards what is inside you. Like, keep focus on yourself, not on what is present inside you. So, if you find yourself doing something, then just try to be clear what you are doing. Just one thing, try to be clear what I am doing. Trying to be clear that I am present, I am here, and I am doing something, what I am doing. And slowly it is possible that you will come to this clarity that no, not I'm not doing really my I'm not doing the thinking which is going on inside me. It is just going on inside me. I'm able to acknowledge it. I'm present and I'm noticing the thinking going on inside me. Not that I am doing it. This very acknowledgement that I'm present, I'm here, and noticing the thinking going on inside me is able to detach ourselves or disidentify ourselves from it into our natural state of being. There are feelings inside us or any other form of energy movement inside us. Makes no difference. Does not change the fact that I am here. But it makes us available to ourselves. I am here means I am here and available to ourselves, no? To live myself, not by necessarily by some intention, but even without intention. If I am here and not doing anything, then I will naturally be living myself and knowing myself also. No? So doing something is not so much of a actual doing. It is more of a misunderstanding we have. But that misunderstanding is causing engagement with what is going on inside us. Be alert about engagement. Are you engaged with anything that is inside or outside? Are you present? Are you here? Present means just here. No, not present in a special way. Are you present or are you here and not doing anything? Not engaged with anything, no? Or if you feel, no, I am actually engaged, I am doing something, what are you doing? Can we check what I am doing when I am present here? And this looking what I am doing right now, just being trying to be clear about what I am doing right now is more than enough to disidentify ourselves from the mind, from the ego, from the sense of doer, into our natural true state of being. This is more than enough. So don't try to be free from anything. There is no need to try to be free from anything. Who we are, what we are, is already free. Who we are, what we are, is already free. It's not about trying to be free. It's about being clear. It's just about clarity. Just one thing, clarity. How things are really right now. It's just about that. It's just about clear seeing. So one thing is established in this clear seeing of this present moment, that I am here. Remain little bit vigilant about also that, am I doing anything right now? Things moving inside me is not counted as uh, I am doing. Beloved, this pointing, simple pointing, which I am trying to live with you right now, is that demarcation line, which is not actually a line, but more of a blind spot between the sense of doer and sense of being, between I am a doer and I am. This simple thing can bring us back to I am. Not that I am doing something. It can bring us to our natural state. I hope you are following me. I hope you are following this simple guiding right now. Trying to be who we are is also a doing here in this guiding. So are you trying to be yourself right now? This is also a doing. Are you trying to stay as yourself? This is also a doing. This is also a something more than I am here. No? So the most true expression of how we are right now is I am, or I am here. Not that I am doing anything after that. No. But if it is noticed that I am doing something, try to make it as clear to yourself as possible that yes, this is what I am doing right now. And that doing will continue, meaning the energy movement will continue and you will become disidentified from it into your natural state. By just this simple noticing, by this simple noticing, this is the power of this simple direct noticing. So you don't need to monitor the thoughts and feelings and everything. Just monitor yourself. And slowly you are naturally sensing that no, not really. I'm not really doing anything. I just am. And this is the point of awakening. I just am. We have never found ourselves existing without doing anything. And that's where we have never got introduced to our own true nature. Here, right now, right this very moment, we have this possibility that I am. End of statement. No, I am, period. Now whether body is like this, mind is like this, feelings are like this, does not matter. We have come home to who we are. I am. Even when you are present and you have come to your truth of who you are and noticing I am, I invite you to enjoy yourself but also remain little alert. Because this is where the subtle form of engagement lives, which becomes stronger as identification with the sense of doing or sense of doer. Catch the roots of identification. Here, in the sense of I amness, you can catch the roots of ego, roots of identification. Don't become still like frozen, but becomes still like a seer to notice clearly. Is there any effort in being what I am? I'm not asking you to force yourself to not do anything. I'm asking you to notice what are you doing. If you feel like doing, even after coming to this purity of I amness. Because if you want to do something, what is wrong in noticing and knowing clearly that this is what I want to do or this is what I am doing? Is there anything wrong in living in the light of truth of your own being? Is there anything wrong in living the light of knowing? It's always good, no? So that's what I mean. I'm inviting you to fill yourself with the light of your seeing. Not that you stop doing what you are doing or want to do, but that light changes many things. This light of our seeing, light of our being, makes it clear to us who we are. It makes our position clear to us within the energies of body mind. Within the movement, it becomes clear to us that I am the unmoving. I am the unmoving, the constant. We are witnessing here what exactly is a sense of doer. We are living that sense of doer right now. Because the sense of doer originates, depends on, or connected to the sense of I am, sense of existence. No? Because it is you who exists, says that I am doing or I am a doer. No? Here we are becoming clear about what exactly is I am a doer, or what is I am without being a doer. But we are not rejecting being a doer permanently, trying to just bring it to the light of seeing, light of being. Very relaxed state of being, very simple state of seeing. Not judging anything, not rejecting anything, not changing anything. And the light of the universal truth has started, filling our own heart and being. The being that we are is shining as I am. The misunderstanding that I am a doer, that I'm a separate self is not here. Life flourishes from the truth of who we are much more than ever. So this is the state of truth that you are, without the misunderstanding we have about ourselves. I don't know if how many of you can connect to this question, but I want to ask now here where you are in the freedom, in the truth as it is. Now here you are in the truth as it is. Does it matter whether doing is there or not? Does it change anything? Can movement of anything change the truth? It cannot. As you, the being who is present here, is empty of any sense of knowledge from the past. As you are empty of the past in this moment, your seeing is simple and innocent and pure. Movement is seen as movement. Movement of anything is seen as movement. No? Identification does not happen here. It just does not happen. The being that you are remains the being that you are. Movement as it is continues and noticed and lived by you. What a beautiful moment. That full life is here. Complete life is here. Senses are here. And all the energy movements are here within body mind. And being, I am, is here. And no identification, no falsity, just pure truth as it is. This is living of the truth as it is. It has a light. It has a light of truth, as we know it, which removes the darkness. Darkness is the absence of this light. In that darkness, many things happen, but all of them are counted as imaginations and a dream only. They don't have their own truth, but by the light of this truth, the effect of darkness are removed. The one who lives in them is also not found here, but you are found. I am. You are found. And naturally living the purity, the truth of who you are. It does not require effort to live the truth of who you are. Effort is required to wake up. Thank you for joining this guiding. If anybody want to talk to me, you can talk also now.
It feels like a switch happened. There was some button pressed, or some switch turned in this belief thing, in the belief that this belief which contains so many things. And the switch is in a way that it feels like technically the belief is still there. Like it's not so much that it disappeared into nothing. It's just it is the switch or the step from I am this belief, or this is the belief which makes me, in no. I can see that belief and what is attached and what is doing and what not. So I'm not. I stepped back in a way, just one small step in a way.
Yeah. And yes, yes. We are generally speaking in the ego state, or isolation state. We are much more depending on knowledge, because our self in that ego state is a knowledge only, and because the our own existence is knowledge, based on knowledge, we depend on everything on knowledge. For everything we depend on knowledge also. So everything that we live in the world as the separate self is nothing but knowledge of that, not that we live that directly. And that somehow creates a certain, like, we live in a certain state of knowledge now, like so much dependent on knowledge of everything, that when we start sensing our own existence beyond it, we see that I'm able to sense, but I don't know. And we mostly reject it because we don't know. You know, it kind of takes some time for us to switch from that model of I want to know myself to I want to feel myself or live myself. No, but that's the strange kind of catch. Unless we live ourselves, we cannot know that as what we were living was not true. And unless we see that as what we are living is not true, we cannot live ourselves also beyond it. That's the catch. From where it begins and how it unfolds in every being is different. No? But satsang or a sangha like this is a help, a great help. Not that I cannot talk about these things. I choose not to talk so much about these things now, but rather I try to address what is your challenge or confusion. No? I don't see that you have a confusion. No?
I think this is also something I very much love about satsang and appreciate it very much, that we are both not here for the quick, like a quick and dirty solution, in a way, like for quick fixes. Quick fixes, I wanted to say. We're here for or this is how it feels for me, that quick fix would be, in a way, you're putting or trying to put knowledge in me, like something from outside. And everything from outside can be, which is coming in, can also go out. And what I feel, what is happening here is that with your guiding, with your pointings, with satsang, it's coming from within, which is so much more sustainable, because I might forget it for some time, but it's just not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So that's the very reassuring and comfortable and beautiful thing about it. I feel very much.
Yeah. It's very true actually. Like, do we remember how many clothes we have in our wardrobe? Even as simple as this. Do we remember like how many mobile phones we have, or shoes or slippers and anything and everything in our house? All the time we don't. But still they are there or not. So we have a sense that they are still there. And when they are not there, we are able to sense also, hey, something is missing, something is not like this. What to say of who we are? Why we need to be all the time aware of that, you know? So, in principle, it is not necessary to be all the time aware that I am, but it is necessary as a practice, as sadhana, because we are living as something else. That's why. Because if we don't remain conscious of who we are truly, we will become immediately sucked into who we are not and believing that we are. No. There is a very beautiful story in the life of Buddha, and we heard from Osho. Makes so much sense in this. I just felt inspired to share with you that there was a blind man in a village outside of which Buddha was putting his tents. No, he was residing with his disciples, and he was an expert in logic and also in speaking and discussions. This guy, blind man, and he defeated all the people who had eyes and who said that light exists, and he proved that light does not exist by logic. No, and people came to him, those who had eyes, to Buddha, that can you please tell him that light really exists? It's just that he is not able to see. Buddha said, no, it's not going to help. Let us find a doctor and cure his eyes. And it did the trick. No? As soon as his eyes opened up, he could see the light, and he said, I'm so sorry that I was such a fool, and I was thinking that I'm such an expert in my logic, in my imagination, that I defeated everybody who says that light exists. Satsang is that place where our eyes start opening up. Discussions don't happen here. About whether ego exists or not, whether I am is here or not. Discussions don't happen here. No? It's a place of awakening, place of living the truth. No? Our eyes starts opening up. No? You yourself will see and say that, yes, it is true. I am. It's a strange thing to know, but I am. And I just not able to say that I am not ever now. Naturally, we know the truth. Knowing the truth is natural. Knowing anything is natural, by the way, for what we are really. The effort in knowing anything, we should look very deeply. Why we make effort in knowing anything? Because we are trying to know something in a certain pattern with certain constraints applied to it. No? Like, this is a tree, this is a branch, this is a leaf, this is a flower. Now tell me what is the truth of a flower. Why cannot you directly see the flower and live the truth of it? No, we again will go from ABC. No, this is a tree, this is a branch, this is a leaf, and this is a flower. Now tell me what is a flower. No. So we are more insisting on a format of knowing. That is what is called knowledge of the mind. Who knows? Through the mind is the truth that you are. Whatever truth is known through the mind is also the truth that exists. You know, and yet somehow most of the truth is missed out, filtered out, just because of insisting onto a certain format that put everything into words and concepts. But slowly our, what we can call spiritual wisdom becomes mature, wakes up more and more. That it doesn't really matter how well I define it. What matters is that how well I live it and know it. No? So satsang and meditation is not a place to define truth. It is a place to live truth. No? But mostly it seems like a discussion is going on and we are trying to define it. No? Even this, what I'm sharing, might be seen as I'm trying to define. No, I'm trying to live with you. Or pointing to the truth in some way, maybe. No? Like inviting you right now, that right now come and live the truth. Yeah. So it was a long background. Coming to the point what you also said, the switch. If, let's say, a switch has happened inside us, that, okay, I am an awakened being now, like clearly, like what background of knowledge we will be using to know what is awakening that time? Have we thought about it? We will be using the mind knowledge only, no? Which is the knowledge of the separate self, defining how it will be not as the separate self, which will be merely imagination, and it is never going to be accurate. So the someone who wakes up does not really know that I'm awake by those standards. But you are able to sense something like a switch, like you are saying. No? That's very much more authentic report for me. Thank you. At some point, what happens is that slowly, as if all the sense of separate self drained out of you, only life remains. A sense of body, sense of Miriam, Miriam's life and jobs and everything is there. But there's just nobody, only pure life. And you know that, of course, whenever such a thing happens, it's not that you don't know. I know or I don't know is the report of the separate self only. This feature is not there in the self that we are. This limitation is not there in the self that we are. It is the true state of our being is a united state of being with the rest of life, with the everything, rest of truth. No? So these kind of things that I know or I don't does not apply here. It's a very different language of being, of living, of knowing, of expressing even. No? So I can try to help you in being free from separate self, but who you will be during that time, whom I will be helping. No? Or we can come to satsang or into meditation and we just sit. And the misunderstanding, it starts going away. The sense of falsity start disappearing. The sense of, like the our being which was holding on to the effects or, the characters who live in the darkness, they just start evaporating. Our being start becoming full of light of our own being, no? Of truth. No? One way. That's why clarity is the key, not only for us who are here in satsang and who just want to enjoy waking up more effortlessly, but more importantly, it is for someone who want to do something about waking up. That is what I call contemplation. Contemplation is, in Hindi we call vichar. From here the word came atma vichar, which is self-inquiry. No? When the soul is thinking about itself, no? Or when soul is thinking about anything else, That is contemplation anyway, no? But soul, not just some thought process. No, you yourself when think deeply, what exactly I want and why. That's where the spiritual journey is cut short so fast, like it becomes bare essential. You know? And we are able to see ourselves that what I really know and what I don't. In this light, if I ask every one of you, what do you truly know? You will not be able to say really almost anything except I am. I truly know that I am. But rest are kind of a mix of clear and not clear. Like it's not 100% clear. Everything else is not 100% clear. No. But who gives value to true knowing and mixed knowing? No? Depends. One very beautiful thing, again, I learned or I heard uh, that from Osho, that truth is not useful, and what is useful is not true. So that all the knowledge that we have, except the knowledge I am, that is useful. Not that it is necessarily useful. It is subjective, obviously, useful to someone, useful to this myself that is there, no, in us. And why we have to figure out. That's where contemplation can help. That what knowledge is useful and what is not. There is a lot of knowledge living in the ego state, which is not only not useful but also harmful. This is where clarity can help through contemplation. Like I know it is so and then fear comes. I know this is so and disturbance comes in life. Looking deeply, I don't really know. Can make us free from fear or disturbance. No, like this also. So one more time I can say that for me stability and clarity is not merely trying to be stable and clear. It's more of a interest in the soul to be more stable and more clear every day now. Meaning depending on truth more and more. That's what it means, no? It's a relative effort. It's a gradual effort of the same being that we are, but in the right direction, in the direction of truth. No, that let's be more truthful to ourselves every day, more clear that what I really know and what I don't, which is going to make us so much more happy and stable and peaceful already. In this context, you can appreciate that we believe that I am a separate self, and even at some point we believe that I am the self. You know, I am the self. None of these two beliefs are going to save us in any way, or none of them can bring the joy and that truth that you are. No, truth is something very solid. It's not like let's see. No, it's something solid. That is ego. That is imagination. Oh, let's see if I can stay as myself today or not. No, try not to stay as anything and see what happens. Try not to do anything and see what happens. We will fall flat into the truth of who we are and into the truth of life this very moment. Don't try to be anything. Don't try to do anything. No? Yeah, please say you wanted to say something.
It feels like there's a currency exchange happening. That the currency so far was knowledge. Like, because I made out of it, or I was believing that I made out of it. So the more I acquire knowledge, the more I become or successful or happy in that thing. And I feel with satsang and exploring myself, this gradual thing is like kind of exchanging the currency from knowledge. Okay, now the picture doesn't work, but there's no currency needed. Maybe that kind of exchange.
Yeah.
And and it feels there's kind of threshold. Is this correct? Maybe that if we stay in this picture, maybe at the beginning I gave away 1 rupee, the next day another rupee, and like very small and very small and it's installments, and now it feels like bunches of knowledge get revisited or exchanged. And it doesn't mean that I forget things. It doesn't mean at all that I can't do my work or do anything outside this place. That is not the case at all. This is not the knowledge in about what we are talking. I feel it's it's more the belief part of knowledge, which suddenly or since some time falls away in bunches, in 10,000 rupee punches, or like with the interest of
Yeah.
living more than knowing more in that picture.
Oh, yes, yes. Actually, it is the maturity in the soul which enables it to let go of the old currency by seeing that it is not useful. But that is what is counted as a waking up, no? What else is waking up? At some point, the being becomes clear that doing at an individual level is only an imagination. Doing happening from individual body is part of the universal flow as such, which is happening all the time. Seeing or witnessing from the individual level is the unique achievement of the existence of the same truth that I am and that everything is. So this was the achievement ultimately, meaning enjoying the living of things and then seeing the truth from the individual point of view. That is what is individual awakening, no? That I know the truth now. And there is the excitement of I know the truth now, beyond everything. And then deeper and more calmer excitement is that I am truth. No? That's where, in a way, we have lost everything and we have achieved absolutely everything. We have unbecome absolutely everything, and we have become everything, or we have unbecome the false absolutely, and we have become the truth absolutely now, in a way. No? It's a difficult thing to express in words, but I think you are listening very soulfully and heartfully that I'm able to share like this. No?
Is this the place where the giggling happens?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is the place that I was trying to be free from a sense of doer, but it doesn't exist anyway. I was trying to be free from ego, but it is not here in the first place. But I'm here. The doing is here, activity is here, appropriateness of things is here. But anyway, who is going to measure the appropriateness, by the way? By what standards we will measure that it is appropriate or not? The being of life is deciding. There's a laughter here, but there's no one laughing. There's a talking happening, but there's no one talking. There's a listening happening also, but there's no one listening. No? Not no one in the sense of there's no, like nobody gives it a damn. No, but no one in the sense that there's a being which is not a someone, which just is infinite being, never imprisoned or limited to anything. That's where it is felt as I am the experiencer and witness of life, both at the same time. Experiencer, meaning I can experience that yes, things are. I'm able to feel or think, but and I'm the witness, or I'm witnessing, like this. Even the sense that I'm somebody is experience, ultimately. And what's wrong in that? What is wrong in that is that it is able to make us identified to it. That's the only thing wrong in it. But as soon as it is seen clearly that it is here and I am also here, the possibilities of the identification are very quickly being burnt. The seeds of ego are burning, or seeds of ignorance are burning here. Then you are very happily able to live with the rope, and you are not afraid that a snake will come out of it. No? That a snake is what is self-ignorance happens to us occasionally. That oh my God, again I forgot myself. And that time we try to become the self again. Again, that is not a true demand. Only wake up again. Don't do anything else. No? And you will see again that everything only is as it is. It has always been so. Zen masters have pointed to this truth as this. There was a beautiful, series of talks in Osho's talks also from a Zen master who said, this, 1,000 times this. Just this. No more talk about it. Just this. Which is everything and which is nothing particularly. And you are that. And you are that right now. You know? Satsang and meditation is a place of awakening. It's not a place of achievement. It's not a place of spiritual achievements even. At the max, we can achieve stability, fundamental stability, not in relation to I have a problem in my life and how to deal with it. No. When we are stable, we are able to deal with anything better anyway. No. So indirectly maybe, but not directly. It's good. No? Thank you.
Very good, thank you.
Yeah, it's very nice. Kavita, you wrote, can you please talk about a constant commentator that is always present? I know it is a thought. My internet is not is very unstable to talk. Okay, okay, I will try my best. It's not my preferred way of sharing. I like to connect and discuss, but you have a special situation that internet is not working, so I'll try. You also try to write back if you feel anything is understood or not understood, like this. You try to write back also in between. No? It really is true. I think many of us, or maybe all of us, will might have noticed that there is sort of a commentator inside us, no? Which kind of declares, nice day, it's not a nice day, nice thing, it's not a nice thing. You made a mistake. Ah, you did very well. No? So definitely there is a commentator inside us. It is true. So one thing established, that it is not a imagination. It is not our imagination. It really is there. And you said that I know it is a thought. Um, Not really. It's not a thought. It's a thinker. Because thought is what it says. No. But what is the truth of it? No. And that is a difficult part to explain here without explaining who we are. No. But again, I will try. The meditation which I shared, the guiding, or where we are also right now, if you allow yourself to relax in the truth of this moment, you will see that that sense of that commentator is kind of relaxing also. Like it is not so wild or so talkative in the moment. You will notice that if you allow yourself to relax here in this moment, where we have a energetic support of this whole movement and whole group, no, of this satsang, you will notice that 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 commentator is kind of also relaxing, like becoming calmer, like less talking in a way. Why it is like this? I'll say directly the truth, and then we can, like I can try to elaborate also. The truth is that first of all, you listen to that commentator with interest, like okay, valuable. Oh, what you said is very important. So this is one thing in which through which we contribute to this commentator. We give energy to this commentator. We inspire this commentator by listening to it with interest, with value, that what it is saying is so valuable. No? This part mostly is understood by us, but there is a hidden part behind the scene. That scene is this commentator is only a gloves. Whose hand is there in this gloves is our hand. We are talking as that commentator, and this is difficult to accept right now. But if you learn to sit in meditation without trying to, focus on it so much, this truth will be revealed naturally. Because whenever there is a commentator, means there is someone talking inside you. There is always someone listening also, or not. Have you given value to the one who listens? And if not, why not? Why you did not give value to who listens? Why you give value only to who speaks? No. Because you are bothered by who speaks. If you are asking like this, I will assume that you are bothered by it in some way. You are not feeling happy with this commentator. No. So then why you did not give value to you who listens also? Don't dismiss the commentator. Don't say that, oh, there is no commentator. No, we have already established that yes, there is a commentator. But what about you who listens to it? You are there or not there? How much of you is there? Like, are you hypnotized by that commentator? Are you dominated by that commentator, or how, or what? And if you are dominated, how exactly you are dominated by it? Let's learn it so that we can defeat it back if necessary, which is not necessary. What is necessary is clarity. But we are in a sense of struggle so much sometimes that we see clarity as waste of time or waste of effort also. However, clarity is the key here. A gentle, slowly growing clarity of what is the matter. That's all I could say. I hope it will help you in some way. Because it's not just you who is bothered by this commentator. Everywhere it is like this. There are two orientation in the soul in different beings at different times. One is that living the truth. Another is different other models, which all come in one category, and we don't need to define that category. The living the truth model is what I call simplicity of seeing things as they are, facing the facts as it is. It is more of a wisdom and a stability that grows inside us. That let me face the truth more as it is, rather than trying to quickly define it and rather than quickly declaring that it is a problem or it is a good thing or a bad thing. Let me learn to face the truth as it is. That is what is basically meditation, just sitting, not doing anything. We learn to face the truth as it, like we are developing uh, strength in a way. Why? Because we have impulses to attend things very quickly here, because we feel that I'm being troubled by what is present inside me or what is happening. And in meditation, somehow we get connected to who we are beyond the sense of doer, thinker, or sense of someone who is troubled also. And we start feeling strength naturally to face the truth as it is. That I'm going to fix it if necessary, but first let me face it. We are not even facing the truth of this commentator even. We are like this, oh my God, there's a commentator, oh God. You know, let's face this commentator. Kavita, I invite you to face this commentator right now if you feel. And see the truth of this commentator. Not defining it that it's bad or good. What it is. And we will be surprised only that we were adding a lot to it. It did not have so much things or qualities or strength particularly in itself. We were adding a lot to it. Can I bring something from my childhood? I read one book, a science fiction, a very rare thing in those times. People are very imaginative. So what happened that there was one scientist who created a very small transmitter which could be planted in somebody's head by doing an operation or something. So what they used to do, they had some kind of group where they were giving freebies and club and things like this. And when you come, they would hypnotize. The doctor will hypnotize the guy and will plant the transmitter and will say, "Thank you very much. Here is your gift hamper," and they will go happily. Then he used to speak from his headquarter, from his big, and that will be heard in the mind. And that guy will think that this is myself talking. Let me go to bank and take out all my money. And he would go and take out all the money and give it to this club. And they will give it to the club. No? Club became very rich. No? Why it happened? Because what happens in our mind is very intimate in a way. And we don't have a doubt about it ever. That this is something else talking or someone else talking. No? In Kavita, in your case, you already have a doubt about it, which is a very good state. Just a little bit more stable seeing, and you will be able to see the truth of it. And you will be able to see freedom from it also. Without it, stop talking. So we are not really asking that how it can stop talking. We are asking that how I can come to a state where I'm not affected by its talking. Meaning how can I stop listening to it? No, that's what we are talking about. No? So let's face the truth of it. Which is a little bit of a thing, little bit of a difficult thing. Like we need to really wake up a little bit to see this, that even if a talking happens in my mind and I will not follow it. I'll just let it happen. I'll just sit. I'll just not do anything. No. In meditation, we can learn, in this fundamental meditation which I share, we can very quickly learn this. The default model is that when this commentator says something, I have to do something. Either follow it or fight with it even when we have become more conscious that no, this is not really giving me a good life. No. Then even we are fighting with it, like struggling with it. No. Because I know I'm going to follow you and I'm trying my best not to follow you. You know, that fight also is going on inside us to not follow the egoic voice or something. No? But in meditation, we transcend that. We transcend our impulse to listen to it or fight with it even. It becomes insignificant. You know, it just becomes insignificant. And that is the death of this commentator when it becomes insignificant. Until then, this commentator will survive. Significance is through which we are giving life to it. I hope you guys are able to understand this. Thank you. It's a simple truth. I know it's not easy to understand. But if we try a little bit by bit, we will be able to connect to it. Just meditate. Let's not talk about commentator or anything. Just meditate. Just sit quietly. Be more peaceful. And after some time, you will come out of meditation, then check how is the status of this commentator, what happened to it, why it is not talking so much right now. And somehow your wisdom will start waking up towards this commentator. What exactly is this commentator? You know? And you will know how to deal with it, like what is the way. You know? Because it is much less important really what is present inside us. What is more important is that are we present inside us? And somehow we are not able to notice the value of it. Because the moment you are present as yourself, everything starts losing its power. Like, not that it loses strength or energy, it loses that false power which was given to it by you in the sleep. No? It kind of comes down to that actuality, whatever it is. Like you will notice maybe, oh, there are so many thoughts going on inside me. That's so much commentary going on right now inside me. And I'm finding this tree to be so beautiful, I'm just enjoying looking at it. And this commentary does not bother me. No? Like this, slowly we will notice so many things, like simply. But the fundamental approach is meditation and satsang towards the same thing. Another approach, what we call contemplation, which is vichar, thinking about it. Like why I'm giving value to it. Who is this commentator? And who I am? Who is listening to this commentator? This is vichar, contemplation. No? Whatever works, try. Yeah. Anybody else also can talk to me.
I feel now I am is very much naturally like breathing, very smoothly.
How wonderful is that, no? And a very good thing about you is that you don't have too many spiritual expectations from this discovery. No? It's more innocent in a way in you. No? And that's where very quickly you will in, you will start living the truth of it, and you will see the strength. This I amness, natural I amness you are living. No? This is the place of being, meaning you, and you know this naturally. So mind cannot create confusion here. That no, I am not this. No, I'm still a ego and I have to be free from it. No, no, no. No, none of these powers can work here. Because you are directly knowing or living the truth of yourself. There is a directness here. There is no channel. The knower and what is being known, or the experiencer and what is being experienced, are totally one here. No? It is the I am living I am. No? Living the truth that I am. Wow, that's so rich. Like it doesn't give me anything really. No, does it give you anything? It doesn't really give you any goodies. It doesn't help, is not giving you any spiritual achievement or worldly achievements, but it is truth. No? Do you see? And this is a place of joy, pure joy of being. And this is where we discover that why I'm depending on joy on anything to be in a certain way. Let's say even thoughts are moving inside me, feelings are moving inside me, like I am the most egoic person in this world, let's say, as far as manifestation is concerned. But it still doesn't matter. I'm joyful and I'm truth now. And all of that will calm down by itself. No? Trying to make the mind quiet by effort is like trying to remove the ripples from a lake by using hands and legs. No? We are only creating more ripples. No, just be still. They will all the ripples will calm down by themselves. And sometimes the wind will blow again and it will create again some ripples. No? But you will know, I'm not it. I'm experiencing them. No? This I am is the truth of who we are, the beginning, entering into who we are actually. It's a very simple thing, but most fundamental. Like it's the solution for all the problems, in one sense. Not the problems that we report or experience as a ego, mostly which are misunderstandings. But the actual needs of living life and knowing life. No? Wonderful, like very profoundly living life and very deeply knowing it and knowing ourselves. No? So for me, yes, it is like this. Very, very nice. The key here is to not reject the facts. Why we are rejecting the facts? Because we are holding on to a fact of who we are, and against which there are many facts. No? Because there are many facts inside us or outside which are going to nullify or disturb the fact as that we live. But now you are not living as the fact, you are living as the truth. Now facts don't matter. They are not against each other. Facts and truth of who we are can live so wonderfully together. The fact that I have a body, fact that I am breathing, I am able to think, I am able to see. Life is here. Life is being lived in a certain way, and the way changes sometime, and my outlook and my experience towards life changes. But I am not changing. You know, so the truth and the fact lives perfectly well together. What doesn't live well? When we are living as a fact, not as the truth. Then we are afraid of many facts, and we have some facts which are favorable. You know, like we like or we dislike, we fear or we love certain things. I hope that you are able to connect in this way, and it will help you in some way. No?
Very much connected. I see the lights.
You see the light?
Yeah.
Light like light or the light?
Both again.
The value in the spiritual context, we can very clearly see this now. No, the value here is not given to what happens or what comes or what goes. The value is given to what remains. No, you remain. No, this I am remains. No, or not. Here I want to just add a little bit. I hope some of you, or possibly all of you, can connect to this simple thing, which is eye opener if you can understand this. Inside ourselves there are many things, and we are bothered by some of those things because they are not to our liking, first of all, and they are continuous also. Like they are continuously there. Like I don't like say we don't like our old memory, some of our old memory, and they are just rotating inside us. So there are things which are continuous inside us, good or bad both. But there is something inside us which is not continuous, which is constant. There's a difference between continuous and constant. Try to feel that difference right now if you can. There's a difference between continuous and constant. What moves, what changes is continuous. What we are, who is experiencing is constant, I am. I'm not rotating somewhere. We are not moving anywhere. We are not changing also. Constant. Neither moving nor changing. Just I am. Try to sense this, please. And it is going to make us so quickly free from the sense of struggle that comes because of our engagement with what is moving inside us. No? We will give value to this constantness of ourselves more. And we will find it like a beautiful play, playing with what moves inside us. No? Because then we are not bothered by it so much, or we are not, it is not able to take away our truth, or it is not able to affect us actually, up to the degree that we don't remain. You always remain. In the end, you always remain. Notice it. And you will start noticing that in the middle also I always remain. Hey, in the beginning also I remain. And that is where a sort of a division, or which is not a real division, but will be seen in understanding that I am constant, regardless of what I am experiencing or seeing. No. It's a very powerful thing to notice. Know this, no? I'm constant. So thank you. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Uma, you want to talk?
Yes, Namaste ji.
Namaste.
Uh, I could live this guiding very much, and I want to share my joy. And it was like I could live since I am like this first time. Yeah. It was like that I am feeling myself in this body first time.
Ah.
It was like baby feeling, and very self-content and very joyful. It was very wonderful. Thank you.
How wonderful is that? I know this feeling. It's very, very, very nice. Here you don't, I'm just sensing and accordingly assuming, but correct me whenever necessary. Here in this, I am in this body. Here you don't feel sense of struggle or sense of a journey that I have finished these many problems of my life and these many are remaining now. No, it's just free being, joyfully present. And it will again start working from tomorrow as and when necessary, which is like house cleaning. No? Who would not like to do house cleaning, balancing our energies, seeing through our beliefs? Why not? But it's not need anymore. It's a joy, not a job to fix life or what we call fixing ourselves. It is a joy to enhance my life experience. No? But I'm already happy now. Very beautiful, I feel. And this, the light of who we are, or the wisdom, which is same thing really in a way, is what is able to show us everything now. That how much more effortless life can be, and more effortless, and more effortless, and more effort, like more in sync with the existential flow. The more in sync with the existential flow, the less effortful. No? We will discover very quickly that what is a decision, what is a choice when I make a choice, what exactly I do when I try to make a choice. Because we all are being actually. In the core, we all are connected to the existential flow all the time. And at the level of mind, we are trying to depend on the knowledge of our life as an individual self, no? And these two things clash with each other somehow. And we never feel confident somehow, like ultimately confident in a way, in when we make a choice. And here we will feel that what is the place of choice? Is there a need to make any choice? When already I have the heaven on earth, no? When I'm living the maximum possible, is there a is there a need to make any choices? Is there a need to look around anywhere now for something else? I just felt. Please say anything and correct me as I said, if necessary.
No, it is very much correct what you are sharing. It is feeling very fresh and new, and not feeling any planning.
This is something like a key word you gave. You tell me, no? Fresh. This freshness does not die, even after many years or decades. Actually, no. I had the good fortune to meet some awakened beings who have been in the body for like 50 years, 60, 70, 80 years. No? 70, I can say maybe. No? And they were still, their freshness was fresher than before. Like I got to meet them in the period of 20 years, no? Different times. And it was fresher than before. So this freshness does not die. This is the miracle of our existence. It is not changing. And it never becomes still. That was the USP, no, of Lord of the source for me. That's how the Lord sold me my own self. That this is what you have to value, because I want something fresh. I wanted something fresh, fresher than what was being lived at that time, up to that time. No? Something fresh. Life used to feel still, no? So this freshness is something like a key. Try to keep it in your understanding, and whenever you feel stillness in you, check who I am right now, who is feeling stillness. You may feel stillness of energies. That's what is house cleaning. That's why house cleaning happens. That we feel that I am fresh. I am the new being, but in the old house. So you will like to clean everything to your liking now, no? It's all right. Do as you feel. Clean as many energies you want, no? But you yourself, are you the one who has been living a life like this and has got some special powers now? Not really. You are the one who woke up actually, were here but never lived. Now you are actually going to live first time, no? So this is why awakening is not in continuation. It is the interruption of that continuity of sense of growth and, no? Awakening is a discontinuity from the sense of who we think we are or as what we live. The more you will live this sense of existence, the more you will know that how little I know about myself and how much more is possible to live. No? In the beginning, we have a sense of holding on to it in some way, like if I can hold on to it as a form, as a center, or something, which is more of a need of the previous model. As our body, mind, energies will get connected and rooted to the truth of who we are, that need will fall away without being a somebody. we can live a perfect life. We can behave as a somebody. We can play a role of a somebody very appropriately at the right time. No? And just sharing in case some of you enjoy or can see something also in it. Yeah. Thank you. I have been in different cities, like everybody maybe, that I got to see different people. No? There are some people who are very aggressive in a way, like they like to fight or argue. And I got to see some people who like to argue all the time continuously, and they are eating their favorite ice cream, let's say. And then somebody comes, where is this stall? Or they're eating their favorite chola bhatura or something like favorite food. Where is this stall? They will not speak even. Like, are you sure there? You know, like even such a simple being knows that right now this is not the time to argue. Just imagine that if you start living yourself, how quickly all those arguments we are having with ourselves inside us or outside fall away. No? All that non-essential effort going on falls away. If somebody says to you that, do you know anything? Like it means you don't know anything. You know? Like you don't bother even to come out of yourself to attend that whether I'm accurate in expressing or not. Maybe. At least not in the beginning. Because the joy is so immense, so much. I think it's very, very good. We can still talk a little bit if somebody want to talk. Then we will end this meeting in 10-15 minutes. I'm trying my best to make things clear in my understanding, but you also need to come forward and talk as and when necessary. That will help a lot, no, in making this meeting more effective. No?
Namaskar ji. Ji, I just wanted to come forward and say thank you so much. I feel like every time I listen to you now, I feel like I'm growing in one thing, and that's listening.
That listening.
Listening, like it's more and more feeling like growing. That I can't say power, but it's a kind of ability. Is more opening up.
Listening what?
Listening to you or listening. That ability. Before I was thinking or feeling today that when I was in the guiding, I could follow and I could feel that moment that I was somewhere, like yesterday Didi said, that gripping was happening. So it was so much related that time. So I could that I'm still gripping, but somehow it's loosening up that grip, that holding. So that
it's very nice, no? In satsang, we are able to see really many blind spots naturally. Fundamental ones also like this. No? If I have to really point to the truth of this listening or also talking from my side, In the simplest possible manner, it would be like this, that it doesn't really matter what I'm talking. If I'm talking and you are listening, you can wake up. You can wake up right now. You know, how much we are engaged with the mind. Can you imagine? I can even just say, hello Prajot, how are you? Uh, I'm fine. And in this just saying, in this listening and responding, you are on your chair right now here, as what you are. Out of the dream or the ego or whatever we like, different ways we define it. No? You are in the body actually. Not that body is not there. Actually, body and the breath is the most truest experience after you who experiences it. No? Everything else is subjective. Thoughts are there or not, dependent on you, your cooperation or not. But body and breath is here, regardless of whether you cooperate with it or not right now. In the beginning, no? And you are here. No? Body, breath, and I am. And impulses. Impulses upon impulses. Thoughts upon thoughts. No? Yeah, this is true, and then this is true, and then this is true, and then. No. Who is that who is thinking about those things? Whose thinking is that? If your truth is that I am just here. No? Are they not more like something going on inside you, not really belonging to you directly? No. You belong to yourself more, and to your breath and to your body, no, than to anything else, or no? It's really as simple as this. We don't have to listen to spatial spiritual concepts, but we need to learn to listen by being here. No? Listening can be a beautiful way also. It has worked for so many beings. What we call Shravana Yoga, listening in Satsang. But not listening to go to sleep, but listening to wake up. No? Like using the listening to become more and more conscious inside us every day, more and more and more. Highlight, like it is going to help us in highlighting that how we are engaged and with what and why and who we are also. All of this is already and right now true. All of that truth is right here. It just is waiting for someone to attend it. Would you like to be that one who would attend truth right now? So if you want to attend the truth, attend yourself first. Attend your body on that chair. Attend your breath. Meaning, see and live this truth clearly right now more than anything else. More than any commentator inside you, more than any thoughts inside you, more than any feelings inside you, more than any spiritual or personal or social plans or goals. And as you are able to do this, then I'm just asking you that, are you trying to be here or are you just finding yourself here? And you feel, no, I'm just finding myself here. No? This who is finding itself here is I am the truth. Everything is a part of the dream, part of the hypnosis or identification. No? Right now. Meaning it is opposite in a way, somehow. It is helping us in remaining ignorant about ourselves. Everything else which is present inside us right now. Everything else will be consumed by us at some point also, but not right now. Right now, these are the only three truths which you can depend on to discover who you are. Body, breath, and you who is living it. I am. All three are innocent, no? Pure. Mind is not something, it is our sleep. It is our dream. Mind is our dream in which we live. No, I am is awakened state of yourself from that dream, out of your dream. And then, by living sufficiently here, you will be able to see one day what exactly is that dream and how it pulls us, and how to remain free from it. No? I just tried because I felt like excited to connect to you and upon listening. No? I hope that it was helpful in some way.
Ji, I could feel that what you were saying, I could feel it.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
Because that truth is not going to be achieved after some processes. That truth, I am, is right where you are, and every day, every minute, every second. It's just a matter of when we will give value to it. Like many times we may feel like life is kind of too busy today, like I have more important things to follow today. Because if I attend myself, I may wake up, in our imagination, I may get enlightened or something, and I may not be able to attend my life or something, no? It's fine. But we all are going to decide one day, like to hell with all of this. Let me attend myself today. Attending the word or attending myself, I am. What is the word? Word is not what is outside of our body. Word is that in which we live inside our mind, the sleep of the soul. No? The word outside of the body, as it actually is the existence, manifestation of that which is called truth. Like waves of the ocean, not separate from it. It is the Brahma, the truth dancing in the form of the manifestation. But do we live that? No, we don't. We project on it, not that we live it. No? I feel so happy to meet all of you. Why? Because I live the truth of you, what you are. Your body is truth, your breath is truth, and who you are is truth also. And I meet and I see in all of you. And I feel so happy to meet the existence in the form of you. No? That's my joy. No? How is it from your side? Just check. It's a very simple truth right now. It doesn't depend on anything else, except that how much we are engaged with what is going on inside us. What is going on inside us also, in a way, is neutral, but not right now. Right now, it is something which can pull us in a way. It has got some kind of magnetic force. So right now, we have to be very careful with what is going on inside us. If we want to wake up, then we need to give value to who we are, not what is going on inside us. No. I think it's very good. Thank you.
So much. Thank you.
It's a very beautiful, beautiful meeting for me to be with all of you. Like we are really here and living the truth. Are we going to take something home from here which we can hold on to? Actually, yes. We can take home the understanding that I am. And what more you want? You have got the truth already, no? What more we want then? It is going to guide us further, no? About everything now. Like it will show us what exactly existence is, what is coexistence, what are other, who is that which is living in other bodies, who or what I am truly beyond the sense of existence, sense of, sense of I amness, all of that, no? So this definitely we can take home from here today. Anything else we will take home from here? I don't know that. That is I don't know, that individual. No? If you want to take home from here, take home awakening. You cannot achieve awakening because you are your own awakening. Live yourself if you want to live as awakened being. No? You are your awakening. God has given, the Lord, the source of life has given such a simple, but in a way, invisible way, hidden way. Living ourselves is the way to be free from sleep. And there is no one who can say that, how can I live myself? I don't exist. Nobody can say that. We can say I'm busy. We can try to color it in through our spiritual understanding or concept that, yeah, I'm kind of able to live myself, but it doesn't help me, and so I have to attend problems and so and so. But nobody can say that I'm not. In reality, we are available actually to live this truth. But let's see. What is our priority? Is our priority truth, which brings peace, joy, happiness, and celebration in our life? Celebration. No? Joy of being and joy of living. This is the result of living the truth. Joy of being and joy of living also. So are we up for truth? Because many times we might be seeing awakening as a remedy, as a solution for some problem called suffering. Which in a way it is, but maybe the way we are understanding it is going to become a bottleneck one day. That we will not be able to give value to who we are simply. Because I am going to become a awakened being. What is the point in giving value to myself right now? You know, I have not become a awakened being right now, so let me give value to myself when I become a awakened being. No, give me some techniques to become a awakened being. No? Yeah, this is the technique. Give value to yourself right now. Try to live who you are right now, or to be clear about the fact that I am. No, and there is something inside us, many things, our engagement, our old way of living, which is going to dilute our focus from it, which is going to give us something else to be more as more interesting. I hope that I'm not being too aggressive or like this. It's just lovingly sharing, beloved, not really trying to teach you anything, just living something with you. I think this is good. Then, Mila, if you want, you can talk. Then let it be the end now.
Thank you so much. No, everything just gone. Thank
Mila, there is a very beautiful word which I always come to somehow inside, no? Like during these kind of sharings, that there is something called samadhan in Hindi or in Sanskrit, which is solution, like an ultimate solution. No? And there is a one word called samadhi. Samadhi means our ultimate state of being. And they are actually related. Our ultimate state of being is the ultimate solution. It's like one solution. Now it doesn't matter what is the problem. It is covered actually. Like everything is covered. Have you found any insurance policy ever in which everything is covered, past, present, and future? No? This is that policy of the source of life given to us. The only problem is that it doesn't appeal to us. As I noticed, no, it doesn't appeal to us. Like it doesn't look like, no, how it is possible. But this is one solution. So I feel we all are mature enough beings now that we can try to sense now more and more. Whenever we feel a sense of struggle in life, it can be seen as an indicator more to turn towards ourselves and live the purity of our being and look back again. Does that sense of struggle or problem survive? The fact will still survive, but the fact is seen maybe maximum as challenge of life, not as a problem. No? Only a fact. No? It's a fact, not a problem. No? Whenever there is a fact, there is always a truth which attends it and actually knows how to deal with it from its natural wisdom. No? So this is samadhi or samadhan, which we mostly misunderstand. We feel like, oh, it's something like we connect the awakening to more energy movement, energy flowing, or light coming out of something or whatever, which might be included in your package. I don't know that. Check with God, no? Check with the source of life. Like we don't know what all is covered in your package, no? You check with that, with the source of life. No? Not everybody will get the same kind of firecrackers and, you know, every same effect, no? Because I think the source of life also likes the uniqueness and variety in which we all are different, in a way, unique from each other, or no? So in some beings, awakening is so simple as they don't even know that they are awake for some time. And then they realize, oh, like there was a sense of, sense of something holding me as a form, just not there anymore. Just one life, one being. And in some it could be very small step at a time. Oh yeah, now I know this. So different, no different. But ultimately this is something. Again, joyfully sharing, beloved. Try to use it as a pointing and also to live the truth right now. Not so much taking home the understanding of it, no. Take home yourself only what you are truly from here, if possible, or the understanding of it, that who I am or how I can live myself again. No? So very good. Thank you, beloved. Thank you. Slowly by living the truth of who we are, I am. No? There is a sense inside us that I am a separate self or limited self. It dissolves slowly. No? The sense that I exist remains. The breath, the body remains. The memory also. The training also. Everything remains. What goes away then? What disappears actually from here? And what appears also in the absence of that? The ocean wakes up from the dream of being a drop in itself. The ocean wakes up as yourself. This I am is the ocean, not just a drop. But it looks like a drop in the beginning. It is the ocean wakes up. So the drop is dissolving in the ocean means the ocean is waking up from being a drop. And there was never been a drop really. This is a little too much maybe for some, but I just felt because talking to you, Miriam and Mila, and I'm sure with everyone actually of you, because of all of you, I feel like happy, very excited to share this. The individual activity continues, no, but more like a social entity, like a driver's license or something, no. But it is all part of body mind in a way, like life of body mind as one thing, which includes the driver's license also, which includes the sense that I'm responsible for earning money and everything, no, and I am. The infinite being actually, infinite being. Not infinite in the sense that it has been measured, but more in the sense that it's not possible to measure it. It is beyond measurement, meaning it is beyond the reach of that which can measure anything, the mind. It is beyond the reach of that which can measure anything. That's why it is not Maya, because there is one more expression towards Maya, that which can be measured is Maya. You know, this cannot be measured. This, what you are, cannot be measured. Also, what can be measured has to be divided in some way. This is not divided. This, what you are, is just not divided at all. Meaning it is originally undivided and has remained undivided forever. Only the dream of division happened. Now waking up from the dream of division. Not coming, achieving something. No, only losing the dream. Only losing the dream. And just simplicity remains here. Simplicity remains here. No? A very simple, ordinary life in the body and the being who is awake. It's so beautiful, beloved. Let's keep it pure like this. No? Let us try to keep it as pure as this. No? Thank you so much for joining. I felt so happy, so beautiful to be with all of you. Thank you. Thank you.